There we go. Hello. Had to do a bit of troubleshooting there. I forgot last night I set my window settings to not use my microphone for some reason. Maybe to like save CPU or I don't know, something like that. Anyways, back for another Tina stream. It's going to be a typical Tuesday, and because we're, in the post game now, we're just going to be secret hunting. So we're going to be doing that for the whole stream. I'm hoping the game does not break this week. I already had a crash, actually, before we even started here. For whatever reason, something got bottlenecked in my CPU, and OBS took priority, which meant the game crashed. The stream stayed up and everything. It was just during that 5-minute intro that was there. But we're back up, and it seems like it's stable. I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump in and find out. Last week, it was a bit of a problem. I don't really know what happened, but everything was laggy. The audio was glitching out. So I don't really know what was happening there. After stream, I actually happened to not go back into the game. So if it's broken, I wouldn't really know. I haven't changed any settings or anything, so if it's still broken, then it's probably just my computer and not the game this time. One thing that did change, though, is I changed my GPU drivers. I have an NVIDIA GPU. So, for all you NVIDIA users, it comes with the GeForce Experience app. And for whatever reason, my app got corrupted. Probably from all this intensive processing I've been putting it through recently, but it got corrupted, so I had to reinstall the app and everything. And I did that. I reinstalled all the drivers. And I switched my drivers from the gaming-focused one to the studio-focused one. So I'm trying to see if that is more stable and works out for me. We're going to find out, of course, but I don't really know. Yesterday, it seemed like it was going well for balloons, and off-stream, it's been going well with like rendering. So let's see if it can handle this game. We shouldn't really be worrying about too much, though, in terms of like, loading in different areas and, dialogue points and story points and all that stuff. There's going to be secret hunting, so we're just running around this area and picking a few things off the floor, basically. Now, I know we're in the middle of the map right now, and we kind of need to get back to where we were. We need to find out where we were and start combing through the area. Clear out this camp really quick first. I woke up a little bit late. I'm probably going to be a bit groggy, at least for the beginning of the stream. Just finishing up breakfast. I've got my coffee. I've got a bowl of cereal and an apple. Alright. Let's see what we're working with. So, that's right, we were going to explore this whole area here, which I think we already did. Or at least mostly did. We can come back if we need to. But I wanted to find out a way to get up here, and it looks like we did by accident, so that's cool. So I'm going to explore this little like walkway area, it looks like here. And then go up to here on this next level and then explore all of this. And then that will take me to the exit of the area. Then we can, double back anywhere we need to. Let me remind myself what we're looking for here. We are looking for at least things that will show up on the map when we get near them. We have a marble, and we have a couple poetry pages and a rune switch. So that will all show up as we get near it. And then we have also a couple scrolls and a bunch of dice. So we gotta keep our eyes out for those. Oh, puzzle. The rune switch. Cool. How does this work? Do we need to go and pick those up? There's one. There's one down there. I'm gonna go across here. I think this is our first rune switch that we've done. We saw one in, I can't remember the name of the area, but it's the one with like the bone elevator. We saw one there, but we didn't actually do it there. Our last switch is up there. We can get up to pretty easily. Oh, maybe? Where do we go from here? Can I go up here? Yes. Nice. And we just get a bunch of loot from it. Cool beans. Puck. Is that supposed to be a Shakespeare reference? I didn't realize that. I didn't clock that when I first saw that. You know, like midnight, what Midsummer's Night's Dream. I mean, you know, little fairy guy named Puck, or like elf. Can't exactly remember what he is. Read that all the way back in my freshman year of college. It's a bit blurry for me. Okay, so we found the rune switch. That brought us somewhere else that we didn't necessarily want to be at yet. Right? We were over here. Yeah, that's right. We were over here. We could go back over there because we didn't explore these gray areas here. Then we gotta go up this way, and then we've gotta continue exploring this area, and then we can start to head out. Let's go back to where that rune switch was. Oh, chest. Now, how do I get back to where I was is the question. I remember oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I remember we crossed a bridge to get over here at some point. This must be it. Forge, I remember this. Pretty sure we can come back over here, right? And get back to where we were? Maybe not, maybe I'm mistaken. Is there anything over here? So, while we're, you know, doing all these secrets, I should probably talk about what's going on. There's not too much going on, but I should mention it. I mentioned it yesterday, but I'll talk about it a little bit right now, just to catch people up. I said last week I was going to be working for the next few weeks on the weekends at Coachella, which was true. I was hired to work event staff, but I ended up quitting because it was a pretty bad experience, and I won't get into too many details, but essentially, hold on, I kind of lost myself here. Essentially, they didn't respect my time or my money. Like, they weren't going to give me the money that I, clocked in for. And basically, the process that they have for clocking in and out would have taken many extra hours out of my day and would have turned a 12-hour shift basically into a 20-hour shift, or even like longer, on top of the commute. It's extra time that they're not compensating me for, so I just thought it was not worth it. It's a lot more trouble than it's worth, or a good chunk of change. I feel like I could easily make that much doing DoorDash if I get like a busy day or something like that. So I just quit. So after this week, my stream schedule will be returning to normal, and that's that basically. Looks like this is a new scroll. Gotta head back to where I was. I'm getting lost. So yeah, I was gonna be working, but now I'm just gonna be streaming like normal, my normal schedule, And again, that will be returning after this week. But of course, Tina's has been on Tuesdays anyways, so this will stay the same. Just that everything else will move back to where it was. So I need to get back over there to this little island here. I can't figure out a way to get there. Oh, it's like way above me. I thought it was below me. Or is that it right there? That one. Can I get over there? Can I like jump over there? I can. So yeah, that's going on. Again, I won't go into too many details, but it was just not a good experience. I don't think the company is entirely at fault. I know Coachella is literally the biggest music festival in the world, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, they have their work cut out for them for sure. But I just would have expected them to tell us a bit more about the timing of our schedules and all that. I didn't expect to spend 24 hours and half of it be unpaid for a 12-hour shift. So yeah, just kind of an unfortunate situation there. There we go, this is where I was, finally. Another thing I wanted to mention, at least regarding the channel, is that sooner or later I'm going to be having to kind of think about the kind of direction I want to take the channel in terms of art, aesthetic, the games I'm playing, that kind of thing. Because at this rate, it's going, you know, relatively slowly. I'm not like working with anybody or anything. I'm not contracted. But at this rate, I'm going to be hitting affiliate on Twitch, and I'm going to be starting to earn stuff, or like earn a little bit of money, like ad revenue on YouTube. And for those of y'all who, you know, who watch Twitch and YouTube regularly, you'll know that comes in the form of, like I said, ad revenue or subscriptions, which means I'm going to have to be designing some emotes, designing some channel logos and like badges and stuff like that, and maybe changing the overlay a little bit or my profile picture, that kind of thing. Which will all come in time, of course, but I'm going to start to think about it. So I wanted to disclose that with my audience, basically. And I also wanted to ask if anybody has any kind of, I guess, standout ideas for something that could work for the channel, like an emote or a logo or something like that. I'm going to be brainstorming it for the next few months, of course, because it's still a while away before I start to really earn from these streams, but I feel like it's going to be here sooner than later. And the kind of theme I'm going for, I think, is going to be some kind of, I want to say like glitchy or like corrupted web core type thing, like malware on your computer, like that kind of vibe. There's not really much in the direction of that right now, but like I said, I'm going to be brainstorming some art, so eventually I'll get to that. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. So yeah, that's gonna be that. Is that a legendary? When did that get dropped? I didn't even see that at all. Oh, is this the, we've seen this before, haven't we? Oh, no, we haven't. It's called the automagic.exe. It's a frost pistol. The flavor text says task managed. You get less gun damage, less accuracy. Consumes 3 ammo per shot. Extra melee damage. And the underbarrel fires a tracker dart forward, and your projectiles will home on tagged enemies. Okay. Let's try it out. Can't really see much right now. There's a lot of stuff happening on the screen. Jesus, I can't even see right now. This pistol seems real solid, though, I gotta say. Okay. Well, there's another die here. Looks like we only need 4 more. But we still need to find a marble and like 3 poetry pages. Let's see, we're right here. So we can go up this way, which I'm facing right now. I'll just go up there right now. And then we'll go back up this way. I remember this area when we fought that boss. I mean, the name just popped up, but I remember this arena. I don't think we can get up there. You would think we can get up there, but I don't think we can. Yeah. Okay, well that's done then. Looks like the game's holding up right now. I suppose it is always the case that something can get bottlenecked and either cause the game to crash or for OBS to crash. So, you know, I'll keep, you know, eyeing that till the end of the stream. It seems like it's holding up pretty well for now. I wonder what these tracker darts on the pistol do. Because it's not like we're going to lose our enemy, really. I guess just a little bit of damage over time. It gives them a little bit of a glow so I can see them. Okay, so what's over here? Any poetry pages? Any lost marble? Anything of that nature? Anything at all? What is pushing me? Jesus. Looks like a bunch of nothing over here. Let's go through here and see. I don't think I can get up to that platform. Pretty sure. I really feel like there should be more out in this direction, but I don't know where we should be looking. I'm also hoping once we, double back on different areas in here, we can clear out the enemies. Because I don't really want to go through the map 5 times and have to farm the same enemies every time. If possible. I feel like I sold something that had some kind of flavor text, but I missed it, and I think it's too late to buy it back now. Oh well. Okay, well that is Mount Craw. We didn't find everything yet, but we'll just stay here until we do. Can't be that hard to find everything, I don't think. Oh, hello! Hello, sir. I didn't think we'd get a boss fight, so that's cool. Jesus, he's beefy. Help me out, help me out. Help me out. Oh no, he died. Oh. Alright, well. Maybe we should just skip that for now. It's not like we haven't seen Vorkanar earlier in the story anyways.
It begins again.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and head back throughout the map. Surely there's some... I mean, there kind of has to be. There's some dice, I'm sure. Like hidden behind some houses or something. That we just happen to not see. Again, we might have to go through a couple times. But I think once we kill all the enemies, I don't think they respawn until we save and exit the game. So, yeah, I think we'll be okay. We just have to, be a bit tedious right now. Let's see. Nothing over here. Nothing behind the waterfalls. Okay.
Nothing like a job well done.
Nothing out this way.
Really makes the eyes water.
I'm really hoping we can get through this area quickly, because I said it last time, but I think this is the biggest map in the game. Biggest area, whatever you want to call it. trying to think of one that might be bigger, and I'm like maybe the pirate area where we first meet our pirate friend that was in love with the other pirate friend. Can't seem to remember either of their names right now, but we met him after we destroyed the ocean. Thinking that place might be bigger than this one. I'm also thinking one of the pirate areas where we had a trial with Phil, where we did all that stuff for Phil, and then all that other stuff with like ghosts and walking a sea warg and all that stuff for the old lady. Oh, there's something over there. Sounded like a purple. Anything up there, maybe? Thinking those two areas might be bigger than this one. I think that might be it.
Hope you finished your bucket list.
I'm just hoping we can get through this area relatively quickly. This place is so confusing for no reason, man. I'm just trying to find the secrets in here. Find some secret dice, some poetry pages. They had to make it so confusing, and there's enemies crawling out of every crevice.
Okay, I admit, I'm getting carried away.
Is there stuff in here? What is this place? This little thing on the map. It looks like I can go in here, but I can't. What's up with that? Oh, is that the top layer that it's showing me? But I'm on like a middle layer or something? Is that what's going on?
Next time, learn to pick an easier mark.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what's up with that little turnout there. Maybe I was supposed to go in there, but they like patched it out or something and then changed the map art or something. I don't know.